Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the wisdom of one of the greatest figures in the history of philosophy, Socrates. Although Socrates didn't leave behind written works, his teachings and ideas have been passed down to us through the writings of his students, particularly Plato. His words are timeless, and today we're going to break down 5 of his most profound quotes that could change the way you think about life. Let's start with one of his most famous quotes. "I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing." At first glance, this might sound like a paradox. How can someone claim to know that they know nothing? Well, this quote is all about self-awareness and humility. Socrates believed that true wisdom begins with recognizing your own ignorance. The more we learn, the more we realize just how much we don't know. This awareness opens the door to continuous learning and growth. It's not about being complacent with what we think we know, but rather questioning our assumptions and striving to learn more. So how often do we truly stop and reflect on what we think we know and what we may be overlooking? Next up, Socrates says, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This is such a powerful reminder. For Socrates, life without introspection is empty. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of everyday life, work, responsibilities, distractions. But if we don't take time to reflect on our actions, our goals, and our values, we risk living a life without purpose. Reflection is what makes us truly human. It's what allows us to grow and evolve. So, when was the last time you took a moment to really think about the direction of your life? Are you living intentionally or just going through the motions? Another profound quote from Socrates is, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." It echoes his earlier quote but adds another layer to it. Socrates wasn't just talking about intellectual humility, he was also encouraging us to adopt an open mind. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. And that's a good thing. It means you're open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new experiences. So ask yourself, are you truly open to learning, or have you closed yourself off because you think you already have all the answers? Now, let's talk about resilience. Socrates said, "He who is not a good servant will not be a good master." This quote speaks to the importance of character, humility, and perseverance. It reminds us that true strength is not in avoiding failure or hardship, but in how we respond to it. Everyone faces challenges in life, but what really matters is how we rise after a fall. Socrates teaches us that resilience, the ability to keep going after setbacks, is the true measure of strength. How do you react when life gets tough? Do you give up, or do you find the strength to keep going and learn from the experience? One of my favorite quotes by Socrates is, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." In a world where we are often pressured to conform, to follow trends, or to be like someone else, this quote is a reminder to embrace our own uniqueness. Socrates believed that the best way to live a fulfilling life was to be true to who you are. Don't try to fit into someone else's mold. You have your own path, your own strengths, and your own talents. The more authentic you are, the more connected you'll feel to yourself and to others. So, how often do you allow yourself to be truly authentic without worrying about what others think? And finally, Socrates once said, "Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions." This is such an important lesson. Many people believe that happiness is something that just happens, that it's tied to external circumstances like wealth, success, or status. But Socrates teaches us that happiness is an internal state, one that we create through our choices and actions. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. The way you choose to think, the actions you take, and the mindset you cultivate all play a huge role in your happiness. So ask yourself, how can you take more control over your own happiness, starting today? Socrates' teachings on self-awareness, resilience, authenticity, and happiness are just as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. His wisdom encourages us to live more intentionally, to be mindful of our actions, and to strive for growth and improvement. So, the next time you find yourself struggling or questioning your path, remember these timeless lessons. Ask yourself, am I living an examined life? Am I embracing my own unique journey? Am I taking responsibility for my own happiness? If you're ready to start applying these principles to your life, I challenge you to reflect on one of these quotes today and think about how you can incorporate it into your actions. Start small, but take that first step towards living a more intentional, authentic, and fulfilled life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an opportunity to dive deeper into life-changing ideas. Share this video with a friend who could use a little Socratic wisdom in their life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.